Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
The action has already started.
So, Jim, what would you say are the main strengths of this formation?
The fact that it's easy to dominate the midfield using the two advanced midfielders to find those spaces in and around the area, which will force your opponents back. This is helped further by the fact that you're also limiting their capacity to play through you. And I would say it's probably more a cautious move than an attacking move.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
And it's Davids.
It's a promising position. Fires it in low.
Well, if there's one player that stands out in this lineup, it has to be Frank Lampard, a leader, a conductor, and on so many occasions a match winner, Jim.
Yeah, he'll have a critical role to play here, Peter. He's so important. I think he's going to occupy a central position, starting as either a deep-line playmaker or central midfielder. But with such a good engine, you combine that with the creativity and the eye for goal, and I'm sure just about everything this team does will go through him.
Salah. Makaleli. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now who's going to be first to this? Luis Suarez. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Salah. Makaleli. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Great vision. No, it's come to nothing. Palmer.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Pull it. Now there's a fine ball. Bullish header! And he's done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short, distributed tidily, in towards the back stick. Oh, what has happened here? It's a really well-measured ball. And it's a mighty effort! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Maldini, tidy with his distribution. And here's Suarez. And it's Palmer. Pull it. That's a cute ball. Floated through. Oh, he's burst through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pullet was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he can clear it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Maldini.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Lahm. And here's Suarez. Makaleli. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And they win it back again. Mohamed Salah cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Lahm with the short one. Played it early. Well, that's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. The pass is intercepted. Luis Suarez. Bergomi. And back to the keeper they go. Deftly away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Maldini. It's Lampard, looking to play him in. Davids gets into a good position. Seedorf clears. Makaleli. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gullit has been caught there, it's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Gullit. Busquets. Makaleli. Some resolute defending there. Oh, that's fabulous. Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Makaleli. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, there's the clearance. And they've got a throw.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 14, Lampard.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0.
El dorsal 15, Luis Suarez.
Some really good ball movement. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Makelele.
And now they can clear their lines.
El dorsal 17, el dorsal 20.
Dembele.
El dorsal 11.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Bale carries the ball down the right.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio
Great
de
ball if he can
jugadores.
get there. Nesta. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm plays it in. Big header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cruyff. Now it's Bale. Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played through for the wide man.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Dembele. In with the challenge.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Cruyff. And here's Dembele. Oh, it's come loose. Bale goes steaming forward. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Bale. Pullet. Dembele. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And this is Bale.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shoots! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Cambio de jugadores.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Yamal plays it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's trying to hit the front line here. And claimed it back swiftly. And he's gone looking for safety. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cleared away, and it's Cruyff. Yamal wins the duel this time.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Good ball, good take. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. That's good play. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And he's forced to go back. Back to the keeper it goes. And he's managed to get rid. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth...
Can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
A probing pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Luis Suarez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dembele touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Dembele! And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Palmer. Stood up well to him there. Bergomi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Dembele. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Makelele knocks it out wide. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Still goalless. Thuram goes sliding in. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Davids. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, important interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dink through. Dembele, he has found the way through. Nice interception, well timed. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Makelele. And it's Palmer. Turns back here, probably the best option. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Vitinha. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Suarez. No, that's been intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, it's Dembele. Ambitious ball here. Roberto Carlos. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That's Thuram. Makelele. Makelele carries the ball down the right, and he's onside. And it's made a chance for a shot! It's there! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Nesta. Roberto Carlos. No, he's not getting past him there. Davids. Nesta gets over and intercepts. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Dembele. Great vision. Now it's Palmer. And this is Dembele. Well read. And the danger is averted. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pull it. And he cuts out the supply. Quality ball. Ronaldo is herring after that one.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for a runner. Floated through. And this is Dembele. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Palmer. Roberto Carlos. Can he spark a counter here? Bergomi. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Dembele. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now the ball's gone astray. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Roberto Carlos. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, that looks a decent chance to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well read, nice interception. Makaleli.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And it's Makaleli. And he's forced to go back. Maldini. Roberto Carlos. And it's Nesta. Some good work on the right flank here. 75 minutes played. Strokes it back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Davids. Roberto Carlos. And here's Dembele. Roberto Carlos. Who played through for the wide man. The ball, oh, what has happened here? Dembele stood his ground strongly. Davids. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
21,
changes here from
el
both
dorsal
sides, in
15,
fact.
Luis Suárez. El dorsal 9. El dorsal 25. El dorsal
Into the
2,
last 5 minutes.
Makelele. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
El dorsal 17. El dorsal 11. Bale.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And he was quick to react. Van Dijk. And it's Cruyff. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Beckenbauer, played into space. They'll win acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Good steal, he just read it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Davids. And he's forced to go back.
Oh, that is a nice touch.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team.
Davids. Turns back here, probably the best option.
And here's Suarez.
Now it's Thuram. Davids gets a foot in here. Thuram.
Cruyff.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm delivers.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. An instinctive delivery. Oh, that was vital. Danger averted for now.
Looks to the other side.
Good ball, that too. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Dembele could move up a gear here. Opts for safety. Roberto Carlos. Now, can they get him away?
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Seedorf. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he spark a counter here? Chips it through. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And it's Davids. Makaleli. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids eases the ball away from him. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Dembele.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Ronaldo. Dembele. Luis Suarez. And it's Vitinha. And he's forced to go back. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Nesta. Vitinha. Maldini. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And it's Lam. Looking tidy in possession here. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And that's been won straight back. Roberto Carlos. Ball is over the line. And it's Roberto Carlos. Another throw-in. Davids, Vitinha, and here's Dembele.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Roberto Carlos, and it's Davids. And this could be a German counter. Cruyff, and it's Lam. A heavy challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Gullit tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Bergomi. Thuram. It's Seedorf. Back into the middle. Very nicely done. He's picked his way through. Climbs up big. Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Certain, searing and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Germany choosing to make the first change. Well, that is the number we all wanted to see. What a sight this is.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
Germany have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And this is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos looking sharp there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 15, Luis Suárez. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, Bale, el dorsal 18.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Just eases him off the ball. He's found a way through. Mbappe is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Floated through. Czech needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Chance! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Van Dijk getting this one clear, and he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Bale.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. Oh, shooting chance! And that was very necessary. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Shot shapes the shoot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Germany are making a change after this. Just oh, what a... and the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This is their second corner of the game. Lahm plays it short. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Lahm goes short. Ah, oh, such a clever touch. That is good strength.
Germany clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Tries to play it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely aimed pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk gives no quarter whatsoever. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe gets into a good position. Looking for the run. And it's Seedorf.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And here's Osimhen.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Seedorf. Can they find an extra gear here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Cambio de jugadores.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Germany take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And he thumps it clear. Well, that pass isn't the best. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Cruyff picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Germany leave it late.